And we are live. How you doing? You all right? How's everyone? How's everyone doing? Samantha Still, nice to see you. Shirley Ricks, how are we? Michelle Williams, good evening. Eleanor Long, nice to see you. How we doing, guys? Casey, Elaine, Brandy, Vicky. Nice to see you all, man. I thought I'd come on because yesterday I'd done a little live and we were just talking and I thought it was great. I loved it. So I hope you guys enjoy it as well. I've come on this evening. Oh, I forgot my cards actually. I've come on this evening just to have a chat about everything, really. If you've got anything you want to ask, any spiritual questions, or you want to learn anything like meditation, I could give you some meditation tips. What would help you progress? What would help you grow? Any mediumship tips? Just ask me, man. I'm here and we can just talk about it. Rachel, nice to see you. Julie Morris, Katie, Maria, nice to see you all. Jacqueline, how's everyone doing? You all good? Please let me come on live. Katie, I'm not doing readings tonight, man. I'm not doing readings tonight. Tegan, Tony, Alison. Alison, how you doing, girl? Meditation tips, defo. Let's get into it, shall we? All right, so does anyone else want tips on meditation? Let's talk gut instinct. Gut instinct is the spirit telling us, right? They call it the gut, but really it's the thoughts that go through us, the spiritual thoughts from the messages from the spirit world. So they'll come through us and use our minds and our thoughts and our feelings to help us understand what they want us to know. And if we're not aware of the spirit world, then we're never going to know. We're always going to just say it's our gut feeling, right? I've always had the mediumship abilities. No, I've never had them. No, 5 years it's been properly a year since I've been on Facebook connecting with people, but it's been 5 years since I opened up to this, well, hearing them basically. Right, let's do any tips to stay away from an abusive husband. Listen, Tony Dunning, any tips to stay away from an abusive husband? Listen, it's what you allow, right? This is the matter of fact. It's what you allow in life. That's the advice I would give you on that. It's what you allow in life. If you allow him to be abusive and you allow him to treat you like shit, then he's gonna, right? It's what you allow. Don't allow that. Don't allow him to do it. Start changing things, little changes, right? Little changes in life. That's with everything, right? Just little changes. That's all it needs. So, we want to talk about meditation as well, yeah? Someone just said about the meditation. So meditation is just a name. It doesn't actually mean anything. That's the truth. But meditation to us is to close your eyes and make the thoughts calm down, right? That's what a lot of people think it is, right? But that ain't easy because the mind, meditate, right? Let me start from the beginning. Meditation is to allow the mind to calm down and to allow yourself to step back from the ego mind and the ego body of what we've lived in since we were children, right? What we've lived with since we were children, since we were born. And so the mind has always been in control, and the mind is constant. They call it the monkey mind because it's so crazy. And so meditation is to try and, you can't stop it, but you can slow it down. And when you get that understanding of how to slow it down, you'll then be able to be in the it's called being in the moment of nothingness. It's being in the moment, no thoughts, nothing. You're just there observing everything, the witness to everything. And it's not easy to do it, but it takes a lot of practice and it takes a lot of dedication to do it. And the way you do it, well, the technique I was taught by the spirit world was to focus, find something to focus on. Imagine, like they told me about the third eye, and imagine, excuse me, close your eyes, get as comfortable as possible, and look through the third eye, and imagine you're looking at it, and any thoughts that come into your mind, just keep resorting back to the third eye, and there'll be loads of thoughts. The thoughts go crazy, right? Thoughts go crazy, and they go crazy. But just as long as you've got the willpower, just to keep saying, I'm going back to the third eye, going back to the third eye, going back to the third eye. Eventually, the mind will slow down and it will calm right down. That's the truth, right? And when you can get into that moment of realizing that actually the mind isn't that much in control, right? We allow that. We allow it to be that, right? And so also with meditation, it's all about preparation. So before meditating, we can't just go about and live our daily lives and then come back and go, I'm going to go and sit and meditate, because that don't happen like that. Your vibration will probably be low. You'll be struggling with it. You'll be having your crazy mind. Your mind will be telling you it's not working, it's not doing it, and it's going to do everything in its power to make you feel like it's not doing it, right? That's what the mind does. Mind doesn't want to slow down. It's going to do everything in its power. You'll hear a lot of people, how do I book a reading with you, Tegan, Lowry? Tegan, message me on Michael the Medium, and I'll get back to you, okay? It's all about preparation with meditation. So before meditation, make sure you're well grounded, go outside, take your shoes off, do some breathing exercises, imagine your feet are connected to the ground, slow deep breaths in, slow deep breaths out, and actually put all your intention and all your thought in attention onto your feet. So imagine they're connecting, and do some breathing exercises. It's bloody amazing. I've been doing it now every day for 5 years, and I tell you now, it's absolutely amazing. Meditation is different for every person. No, it isn't, Jade Foley. Meditation is not different for everybody. It's such a beautiful floating feeling when you finally know how to meditate. Meditation is not different, Jade Foley. Meditation is not different for everybody. It's exactly the same, because we are all one. We are that. We are of that source, right? We're all the same. But it's the mind that's going to make you feel like it's different, all right? It's the mind that's going to make you feel like it's different. We can all sit here. I can sit here now like this, and I can just focus through my third eye and not say anything. And I'm doing it now. Like while I'm talking to you guys, I've done it so much now. I can just focus through it. And any thoughts that come into my mind, I just keep resorting back and resorting back and resorting back. And after about 15, 20 minutes, you'll realize your thoughts calm down and they slow down. And then you'll realize that they're slowing down, and then think, oh my God, they're slowing down. Oh no, I'm thinking again. Do you understand? It's like that. And so you have to just be in that mode. You have to just keep resorting back to it. That's meditation, right? If anybody wants any more help with that, just private message me. That's thanks for that. I thought we all had different sensations. No, we're all the same, Jade Foley. We're all the same. We're all the same. Did you have a scary, overwhelming awakening on your mediumship? No, I did. Sorry, I'm lying. I did. I had an awakening through a really bad time in my life. I discussed it yesterday on my live. I had a really bad time. We'll get the money in the time, please. Oh. I had a really bad time with it through a bad addiction, and I was hearing really, really bad stuff, like terrible bad stuff. It was horrendous. Can you show me the beach this weekend? Hey. Yeah, I had a really bad time with it, and I was hearing really bad voices, and something saved me, man. That's the truth. Something saved me. I was woke up about 3 o'clock in the morning, being electrocuted on my bed. Big lump on my back, 3 pussy holes on, and them holes when we cleaned them, they were internal. It was scary stuff. Then I started getting a ringing in my ear, and over the past 5 years, I've just worked out to communicate with them, and since then it's there. Any other questions? Anyone want to talk about anything? Do babies stay babies when they pass over, or do they grow up, Michael? Libby Barton, do babies stay babies? They grow just like they. It's an energy, right? We're all energy. So this is just a body. This is like a vehicle. Imagine I'm a car, and then me as a person is an energy, and then we put ourselves in that car, right? It's that, right? And so when we pass, when the car is finished and it doesn't work anymore, the energy leaves. And so to us, when they come to us, they'll show themselves as babies still. But I know that they do grow in the spirit world, right? It's a bit of a dodgy one, but yeah, from my knowledge, I know that they grow in the spirit world for sure, because I've done readings before, and they've said the baby's passed, and I'm saying, look, there's a 7-year-old boy here, and she's saying, well, he would be 7 today. Do you understand? Like, it's like that, and yeah, that's how it comes. But if you want them to come if you go for a reading, they will say, look, there's a baby here that's passed over. Do you understand? That it's that way. So it's for you to understand. Like, if you had a baby pass over, I'd say, and I see a baby, and the whoever come forward with the baby, I'd say there's a baby here, no matter how long it took, but they would still grow. Do you understand that? Thank you for explaining these things. That's fine. When you hear ringing in your ears, how do you connect? Because I hear the ringing too, but don't know how to connect. Lorraine Marie, when you hear ringing in your ear, how do you connect? It's through intention and attention, right? I'll do that when you're off live. All right, no problem. So with connecting, so I've got this like ringing in my ear, and it's all day, all night. It doesn't turn off, right? And I've learned through time to communicate with them. But the way you do it is put your attention on them, and your attention is your thought, right? You put your thought to them, and you could say, well, who are they? But I just know I reach out over this way here, yeah. I put all my energy and I reach out this way here. That's what I do. And then. So what you got to do? You got to calm yourself down, allow yourself to go within yourself, like their meditation tips, yeah. And allow yourself to calm down, and then reach out, and then you should start picking stuff up. You should do. If you don't, I can't look. Like, I do courses on this stuff. If you're interested in courses, how to learn it. But like for this, I'll give you a little example. Do you know what I mean? The ringing is constant. I need you right now. Yeah. Well, the ringing could be either. The ringing could either be that tinnitus. Is it tinnitus? Or it could be the spiritual. I call it the frequency, right? I call it the frequency. Let's see what else. How long after someone passes can you connect with them? Straight away, Sonny Bingham. Straight away. Depends. It depends. Like, I've had people that said, oh, they only passed yesterday, and I can still bring them through. But then sometimes, depending on how they passed, that's what they just told me there. Depending on how they passed, right? Michael, I've had ringing in my ears constantly from childhood. I'm hearing it become bad because it's always been told I'm an empath, which I believe. If you had this ringing in your ear, guys, if you had this ringing in your ear and the spirit are working around you, right? Truthfully, you should be on it by now. You should be knowing what to do, because you wouldn't need my help to get you to understand, because they would be putting it through you like they did me. Because I've had no help with this. I had no help with this. No one's taught me anything except for these guys here, right? I've had no help. And that doesn't mean that's going to happen for everybody, but they should be bringing stuff through you to help you understand, like a knowing. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, there is a knowing. Like, there was a knowing for me. Do you get what I'm saying? Hold on a minute. Someone's speaking to me in my ear. I'm sure of it. Who's there? Is there anyone here? That's what I was doing. Is there anyone here? And then I'd hear the noise change. Can you say yes? Can you say no? Inquire, self-inquire, man. But if you've got that ringing in your ear, they should really be bringing it on you. Because when you get that ringing in your ear properly, that means you're ready for it. That's the truth, yeah? Constantly hearing my name, who is trying to communicate with me. Crystal, Leanne, Mincer, Misna, who's trying to communicate with you? That could probably be one of your loved ones, for sure. For sure. From a little girl, I see little sparkles shooting around like stars in my eyes randomly and just disappears. Yeah, ringing in the ears. All right, Faye Richardson. You see little shooting orbs and stuff, do you? Like sparks at the corner of your eye. That's spirit, man, for sure. When I first started having these experiences, from 5 years ago, I was meditating. I just felt like meditating. I'd never done it before. I just felt like it, and it just was working for me. And I just kept hearing little pieces, and then I'd go on it, right? And so through that meditation, I started seeing like flashes, like you talking about. So that's them. So yeah, someone said to me that if the person who has passed believed in life after death, then they have stronger energy come through. No, that's wrong. Sarah Sexton, it's wrong. Yeah, it's wrong. It depends. Same again. Depends how they passed. If they passed over through suicide and stuff, it takes them longer to heal, right? Because it's a healing process. When you go to the spirit world, it's a healing process. You have to go and heal because it's a traumatic time leaving the body. You've been in it for so long, right? So as you leave that body, you need to go and heal. And if you've committed suicide, it's not a terrible thing. It's don't believe, oh my God, it's a terrible thing. They're in a bad place, because they're bloody not. They're just a little low vibrational because they've done that. And so they need to go and heal, and it takes them a little bit longer, right? Do you ever get scared from what you see or hear? Betty Flesher, is it Flesher? Betty Flesher, Betty. Do I get scared? No. I'll explain that to you. Do I get scared? No. One thing I do get with them is they will use my thoughts and my feelings to get my attention. These are the good and the bad energies, right? Because there are good and bad, right? Don't all think they're all lovely energies and there's no bad ones out there. Because believe me, I met them firsthand when I did addiction. It was terrible. They were terrible. There are some terrible beings out there. Trust me, right? And so I don't get scared with it. It's just that they would try and put that feeling of fear inside my stomach, because they use my feelings and my thoughts. So they'll put that feeling of fear inside my stomach. And so I'm aware through this meditation and everything, I'm aware that actually it's not me. I don't feel that. And because I hear them, I speak with them. I'm telling them, go away. Some of them say, no, I don't want to go away. But yeah, anyway, I don't feel fear for it, no. But they will try and put feelings in you to make you feel feared, because the more you get scared, the more you feed their energy, right? Because it's about energy. And if you build that negative energy up, and if they come and attach to your back and you feed their energy, right? If they attach to your back and you feed, and they feed your energy, and they're feeding off your energy, and you go with that fear, then all you're going to do is make that energy stronger. It's terrible. My mum told me today I have my nan and another gentleman with me, but I have no idea who could be. It's driving me nuts. Yeah, I'm not too sure really. I'm not really connecting tonight. How do you separate the good from the bad, and close yourself off from that? Because I don't hear the voices, just the feelings and sensations. Samantha Steele, that is right. And I always say this, Samantha Steele. How do you separate yourself from the good and the bad energies? Right? You are what you eat. Right? And I'm not talking about food. I'm talking about lifestyle. Right? It depends what food you're eating. If you're binge eating crap, I'm going to swear, if you're binge eating shit, right, it's all low vibrational stuff, right? If you're smoking or doing drugs or drinking, or you're watching violence on telly, or you're very bitter or angry or jealous, it's all low vibrational. And so you'll get a lot of low vibrational beings around you, right? You are what you eat. It's truth. And so how do we separate ourselves from that? We can't fully stop it. We can't fully stop the negative ones coming in. We can't fully stop it. We can't fully stop it. But what we can do is prevent it by living a better life. And if we live a better life through eating well, sleeping well, stop drinking, stop doing drugs, stop smoking, stop the all the sorts of medication that the doctors. I'm not going to go into. That's another story. But all sorts of stuff, right? It's all low vibrational, man. It's all entrapping us into that here and now. Is in this. What is this here and now? What is this here and now? What is it? Because what are we gaining from this? That's what we need to ask ourselves, right? What are we gaining from this experience in life? Because this is only an experience. This is nothing more than an experience, right? And this is where we need to become aware in life. I'm being told to tell this stuff to you, right? Right? This is nothing more than an experience for us. This life, right? Seriously, this life is to help us better ourselves. And if we don't better ourselves and we fall in that trap of all depression, sadness, anxiety, and everything, we all get it. And it's just the society these days, everything that's going on. But if we all realised and become aware that actually this is just an experience, and all feelings change, they can change simultaneously. So you can feel down 1 minute, the next minute feel really, really happy. So no, if we are aware of that and we can change, and we're aware of that situation, then we know that that's not us. It doesn't belong with us. Do you read tarot also? No, I don't. I probably could. I've got loads of decks in there, but I just mediumship's my thing. So I've given all meditation. I'm on now. Alison, man, try it out. Meditation is absolute beautiful. Vicky Grubik, do you believe in reincarnation? I believe that we have had many lives. I believe that. That's my opinion. I'm not going to say I'm right or wrong, but from my experience of my guides, I'll explain why I think we are reincarnated from different lives. And I believe we've had many. I believe because of the guides that I have around me. Like I have a certain amount of guides that are around me that are not family from this life. They tell me they were family from before. Do you understand? And they tell me that openly. So I know that I've been somewhere else. And I've had vivid images of when I'm meditating, being back many centuries ago, all sorts of experiences. So my opinion is yes, I believe in reincarnation for sure. Can you help others mediums find their guides? Yes, yes, that's easy. Tegan Lowry, I can help you understand your guides for sure. For sure. Is the spirit trying to talk to me as I hear whispers, Michael? Jacqueline Mercer, yes. If you feel like you're hearing these whispers, just make sure, because they're telling me this, just make sure that it's the right spirit that are talking to you, okay? Just make sure, because there is some not nice stuff out there that will try and mimic and make out that they're good, and really they're trying to lead you the wrong way. And you say, well, how do you know whether it's right or wrong? Well, because your guides will want the right things for you. Like my guide started telling me when I first become open to this, drink water, stop drinking, stop mixing. I'll go around people and they go, he's wrong for you. And I'm like, what? It's like, he's wrong for you. All right, fine. And then every time I go around people, I get really bad, dodgy feelings about them. I say, I don't like that. And as I become aware, I started realizing, hold on a minute, they're trying to tell me stuff here. So I started backing away from everybody. And I realized that actually I haven't got as many people as I thought I did. Right? I was going to swear then, but I'm not going to. Do you see a black shadow? What does this mean, Mike? Sam Neill. So Sam Neill, black shadows are the darker sources. They're like the lower vibrational sources, right? It doesn't mean they're absolutely terrible. or really bad, and you've got to go, oh no, what I've got them around me. But just know that they're around you for a reason, right? Because there's something that you're either doing wrong, you're either doing something in life wrong, where you're doing silly stuff, or you're progressively feeling depressed and low or anxious, and you're not able to get out of that state. So they're lingering around you, trying to make it worse. Okay, this is what these dark shadows do. They're there to try and make things worse for you, right? So what we've got to do, if you do see the dark shadows, just tell them straight. Just tell it straight. I know you're around me. Please leave. But as long as you should be if you've got them sort of beings around you, you should be feeling low a lot, or you should be feeling angry, or you should be feeling snappy. Okay, Tracy McBurney. I know that one of my guides is an Indian chief. He came to me, and I have felt him in my room. Well, that's totally fine, Tracy McBurney. But not all guides are the hierarchies like the Native Americans, the chiefs, the archangels. They're not all that. We've got to understand that. They're just a lot of them are just normal people. Okay, this is that's the truth. Yeah, that's the truth. They're just a lot of them are just normal people that have lived from other lives and that want to look after you and make sure you're right. Yeah, we've got the higher ones looking after us as well, the higher vibrational ones. Of course we have. And so if you're seeing a chief around you, he's probably around you trying to help you and guide you in a certain way, for sure. It was one I told you about in my flat. Okay, that's totally fine. So Sam Neill, if you've got them dark shadows around you, I would open your windows every day, light some candles, say a little prayer, and just try and pick yourself up if you've been feeling low, right? Why do I feel scared in my garage, but no one died in it? That's just probably because your intuition is quite strong, and you're probably sensing that there's a spirit around you. That's probably what it is, and it's probably they're probably following you around, whatever. That's probably your intuition. The main man, Michael. What's happening, Lee? You right, mate? Aren't spirit boards bad, deceptive? Oh, that's a good one. That Betty Flesher. Spirit boards, the Ouija boards. I'd stay clear of them. I'd stay very, very clear of them. You can pull what that does. That opens up the door to everything, right? So you might get the nice ones through, but you can get the really horrible ones through, and some of them are the demonic ones. Oof, trust me, you want to steer clear of the demonic ones, mate, because they're the ones that can make you lose everything. You'll break up with your partner over it. They'll make you think all sorts of stuff. Trust me, they're really bad, mate. You lose your job, you lose your house, you lose your car, you lose all your money, you'll have nothing. Like, trust me, that's what they do. That's the truth. I'm getting good energy from you. Michelle, are you getting good energy from me? You should be, girl. You should be. Meditation, and ask your guides if you have. They will answer you. They might even show you. Yeah, always, Cheryl, always speak with your guides. Like, always speak with them. Always speak with them. What's it going to hurt you to speak with them? Right? It's not going to hurt you to speak with them, is it? Is there any more questions, guys? Anyone want to know anything else? Is everyone enjoying this? Do you like this? Do you like this? Yeah. Is everyone enjoying this chat I'm providing for you? Thank you. Lovely job. Freaking me out a bit now. Why? Why am I freaking Sam Neill? Why is it freaking you out? Message me, Sam Neill. So what should we chat about? Andy has a scary experience when he was in the bed. He woke up to two people, a lady and a man who was over his bed. Oh, where's that gone? Sorry, guys. I want to read that one. It was over his bed. And he said the lady was trying to hold him down. It was really freaked him out. He was in a bit of a dark place at the time. Well, there you go. He was in a dark place at the time. Like I said about these low vibrational energies, they'll attach to that sort of stuff. Anything low, yeah, they're attached to that sort of stuff for sure. So, yeah. You just got to become aware when you're in them moments low. You've got to become aware. Look, this ain't me. I've got to snap out of this. How am I going to do it? How are you going to get out of this low state? You ain't going to carry on sitting in the house feeling low about things, are you? You're going to get your ass up, open the windows. You're going to go for a nice walk, do some grounding, have a wash, sort yourself out, make yourself feel good, do something nice. Do you know what I mean? It might not happen instantaneously. It might not happen straight away, but it will happen. It will make you feel better, regardless. Right? Adrian Merritt. Does your loved ones stay around you your whole lifetime? Yeah, they do. But spirit can be, your loved ones can be in many places because they're an energy. When they pass over, they can be in many places at the same time. And so, yeah, they can be around you, but they can also be around the other people that they love to also, right? Can people around you be can people around you be the reason for depression, like their negative energy? Yeah, Michelle Williams. Yeah, for sure. Other people that are not aware of who they are and what they're about, and they love living in this life. They love it. People that love living in this life that are just not aware, a lot of them love watching all the I'm going to swear, all right? I hope you don't mind. They love watching all the crap on telly, all the violence, the Jeremy Kyle and all that, all the crap. You know the coup. They love all gossiping and shit on Facebook. Oh, look at that! Look, that's all low vibrational stuff. It's not good for you. And so, if someone's like that, and then you go around and you think that's your mate, and then you go and see them, you've just absorbed everything they've got. And then you walk away and you go, oh, I feel really shit now. Well, that's bloody why. It's because of them nutters, right? It's because of them nutters. So you've got to try and be careful and be aware of who you're mixing with. You are what you eat, right? Who you mix with, who you talk to, what you say, what you think, what you watch on telly. I tell you all the time, right? So, oh, hold on. Listen, there's 66 of us anyway. I'm grateful for you all coming and watching. I love this. All right, let's read Jay Foley quickly. Sleep paralysis is a sign of spirit connection with you right at night. I get a lot of sense someone over me. Also, I got told by another medium I have a negative energy attached to me. That I have psychic attacked. Man, listen to me now, yeah? Same thing. Sort yourself out. Try not to become too low. Become aware of it if you are low. Become aware of it. All right, well, what do you mean by aware? Realise that as soon as you feel that suppressed feeling, and you say, oh man, I'm feeling really low. Become aware of it. Sleep paralysis could be because you're suppressing a lot of your feelings. Maybe you're not talking about stuff. I'm right on that because they're telling me, right, Jay Foley, you're not talking about stuff, Jay Foley, and they're telling me you're not talking about stuff, and you're suppressing a lot of your feelings. And these low vibrational energies know this stuff, right? They know you're suppressing it, and they're the ones that will put it through your thoughts, so you react, so you become more down, right? This is how they work. You suppress feelings, the negative energies will come through and they'll put it through your mind. They'll use your mind and they'll work out what you're going to react to. Why are you doing this? Ranker Clintock. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Ranker McClintoff. Let's put her up on here. Ranker McClintoff. Why are you doing this? Why am I doing it? Because I love it, man. And if you don't like it, Ranker, ta-da. You know where the door is, doll, don't you? Don't bring your negative stuff in here. All right, girl? Ta-da. You know the coup, Ranker. Listen, you're one of them Jeremy Kyle watchers, mate. You're scrolling through your phone watching all the crap. You're probably one of the writers, right? And then you come on here and think you can try and bully the situation. Why are you doing this? Leave, man. Right, mate? Don't like people that do that. You don't like it, don't watch it. You don't need to be all Ta-da! You know the coup, don't you? Silly sausage, isn't she? Isn't she? Why would you come if? Why are you doing this? If you don't believe, don't come on here. Do you know what I mean? I've got no bad intention to anybody, but if you kind of come on here talking wonky talk, mate, you might as well just leave. We're all top fans. That's it. We're all top fans. You don't like scammers? What? Who am I scamming? I'm not even charging anyone. What are you talking about, Rancor? Now, do you know Rancor? Normally, I'd block people and say I'm going to block her, quickly get it out if I was doing readings, but I'm not gonna, because you need to listen to this. What makes you think, Rancor, that I'm a scammer? Answer it. Come on, let's talk. What makes you think I'm a scammer? What makes you think I'm not? I'm not even bothered. What makes you think I'm a scammer, Rancor? Because you don't believe, or is it because you've not had something said to you that you truly get, or you just shut yourself off from everything? Do you just shut yourself off and you don't want to listen to anything or anyone? Is this what the situation is for you, Rancor? Because trust me, I've been doing this. I've been doing this for a while now, right? And I've touched some souls, man. I've helped a lot of people. If you go onto my site, Rancor, and you have a look at my reviews, I'm listening to you. That's fine. That's fine. Like I ain't a hater. I'm not here to hate you. If you don't believe in it, and you've got bad opinions about it, just leave. But if you want to listen, that's fine. Go onto my website and have a look at my reviews. All of them are positive, and they're positive for a reason. And I touch people's souls with the stuff that I provide. Watch the live that I done, the last one. You will see. You will see what the message I provide for people. The fella that I give a message to, it touched is not a hater. But that's fine then. Maybe you're on here for a reason then, Rancor. Maybe you're on here for a reason. Maybe you're on here for a reason. Maybe you should watch into my lives and see what I can provide. Because I don't just get 150 people or whatever. I've got about 150 people, all top fans, and they all love me. They're on here watching me for a reason. He's really good, see? Sarah, I don't mind talking about it though. I don't mind talking about it. But if you're on here, Rancor, just be open to listening. Just be open to listening. That's all I ask. You don't have to bring all your negative stuff in here. Why are you doing this? And you don't like scammers. Who said to you I was a scammer? Or is that just your mind just playing that? Do you know what I mean? Like, who's telling you I'm a scammer? What, because you feel like I'm a scammer? Or because you've never heard nothing? No, that doesn't mean anything to me. It doesn't even offend me. I just feel sorry for you that you feel that way. All right? Anyway, how's everyone doing? Is everyone good? Shall I say some hellos to everybody? Do her a reading, she will believe. Listen, Michelle Barbuto, if I'd done her a reading, if I'd done her a reading, she'd just block it off. She'd just block it off and she'd make it. She wouldn't want to listen. So some people just don't want to listen. That's the way it is. Go on, Warren. What you've got? What question? Listen, I'm going to say some hellos quickly, yeah? Because it's nice to see you all on here, man. Diane Thompson, Jane Carpentieri, Sarah Jones, Maggie Allen, Sarah Brown, Alana McBain, Sunny Bingham, Roslinda, Gaynor, Suzanne, Michael Hyde. Nice to see you on here. Alison, she doesn't deserve a reading. Well, she probably does, but she wouldn't want to listen. Jay Foley. Yeah, don't block her. Let her watch in. I think she's on here for a reason, regardless of whether she knows it or not. All right, listen. What did you say, Warren? Because you asked me before. What's the difference between a dream and a visitation? It depends whether it was through sleeping or whether you're awake, right? A dream is when you're sleeping and you have the you have a visualization of something, right? A visualization, if you're awake, would be they call it deja vu or whatever it may be. But yeah, visualization. I don't know what you mean by visualization, bro. Yeah, I'm not too sure what you mean by that. If you explained it, I might be able to help you. Why do you get woken up at 3, 4 in the morning? I see spirit. How can I stop it? Okay, Elaine Simpson. 4 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock in the morning is a busy time for spirit, for all kinds of spirit, for the good and the bad. And so you get woken up sometimes because they want to let you know that they're there with you. That's the truth. Sometimes we wake up and go, oh, I don't know, I'll get a really bad vibe. Well, that's just because the mind is in control at the moment, and we're like, we don't know what's the outcome because we can't see them, right? We can't see them, so it's like, well, I can, but we can't see them, so it can be quite frightening. But they don't want you to be frightened. When I work with my pendulum, is it my spirit guides that come through, please? Patty McLeland. Not all the time, Patty. Whenever you use your pendulum, you could be picking up any spirit. This is a lot of people don't understand it. You could answer yes or no questions on there, and then the next day it'll be you could be made wrong, right? Because things change. Also, things change. Yeah, you've got to be careful with the pendulum. You don't know. I've used the pendulum before. I can go and get the pendulum and show you, and I can get it moving around, spinning around crazy, yes and no, and all that. And I've asked them questions before, and it was wrong. So I don't like to use it. Do you know what I mean? Can I ask, when you lose a loved one, are they out of pain? Yes. Yes. Claire Scales. Yes, they're out of pain. They are an energy, so they don't have the bodily functions. The bodily functions is the feelings, thoughts, emotions, feeling. You understand? This is the body that's feeling that. When we leave the body, we're just an energy. And so it's all to do, energy is all to do with vibrational state. So there's high vibration, which is all the love and the nice, kind stuff, and low vibration, which is all the negative, horrible, bitter, jealousy, anger. That's all that kind of stuff, right? Yeah, and so energy, when we get pass over to the spirit world, we will be called to go and heal, right? We will be called to go and heal by our guides, our loved ones, the angels, whoever, and they will go and they will send us up and to heal. Some people don't want to, and then we call them the earthbound spirit, and they want to stay with the family, and they want to stay around the family, and they want to look after the family, but really they're staying low vibrational, right? Doesn't mean they're wrong, but they're just staying low vibrational. But we don't feel the pain. Do you get what I'm saying? They don't feel the pain. What do you think about using an EVP device? An EVP device, do you know what? If I'm totally honest with you, my opinion on an EVP, it would be interesting. I haven't got no opinion whether it's right or wrong, but I think it's interesting to listen to what's coming through. Now, if you've got, do you believe in heaven, Michael? Yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. EVP machine. If you hear something that's really, really not nice, then it's to a lot of people, they're going to go, oh, do you know what I mean? Their old pooper's going to go, isn't it? Right? You've got to be careful. You've got to be in the right frame of mind. What is it, Michael? How do you open a chakra? Is this done when meditating, mate? Andy Sexton. No, you can do it. You can do it through meditation. A certain type of meditation, one I don't use, but you would use it through attention. So you imagine, your imagination is everything when it comes to the spiritual stuff, right? Your imagination is huge. So if I was going to open my chakras, I don't do it. I don't open or close them. I just allow my guides to do whatever they need to do. I've never done all that, right? But I do know with the chakras, if you're going to open them and close them, you would imagine in your mind that you're opening a certain one. And then afterwards, you would imagine that you're closing it. Do you understand? It's all to do with imagination, but it doesn't. You can't just get it like that and it happen easy. It will just. It takes a lot of. It takes a lot of practice. A lot of practice, and you will know when you're opening it because you'll start getting a thudding feeling. Poof, 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 poof. You'll get a thudding feeling there. Yeah. A lot of people talk about. A lot of people talk about chakras and stuff. Oh yeah, all my chakras are open, but really a lot of people haven't really got it. They just believe, um, but you'll know when they're open because they'll thud, boom, 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 boom. All right, no problem, Angie. Come back on, girl. Come back on. I'm certain I was woken up due to the spirit visiting me last night. Visiting me last night. I see them clear as a day I stood in front of me. I opened my eyes and was very emotional. You were probably very emotional because it was a loved one. Okay, Warren, Terry, cousin, me cousin. You were probably very emotional because it was a loved one. Okay, I am aware of a gentleman. I wasn't going to channel tonight, but I am aware of a gentleman that would have had a bald head, complete bald, and he would have been quite a big character with a big belly. All right, I'm aware of that character that steps forward for you, and I'm aware he would have had something to do with this. Okay, I'm aware of that. All right, but yeah, you're probably feeling emotional because it's a loved one, for sure. So let's see what else. I feel spirit in my house. Well, that's good, man. My friend would like to know if you're single. Behave yourself. Behave, Casey Simmons. She's not a dating site, girl. Do spirits move things in the house? Sharon Lease. Yes. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Sharon Lease. They move things. I don't know how to get his message off here. Normally pops up, but it ain't there. Does spirit move things in the house? Yes, they do. Very much so. But it takes them a lot of energy to move it, right? It takes them a lot of energy to move it. That's the truth. So when they are moving it, know that it's somebody trying to get your attention. How can you connect to your loved ones? How can you connect to a loved one? How do I do it, or how can everybody else do it? First of all, we've got to gain a connection with them by speaking with them on a daily basis, right? If you're speaking to your loved ones that are passed over on a daily basis, the connection will be strong naturally because your thought will be there, which means your attention will be there, which means you'll draw them closer to you. The more you put your attention to them, the more they'll draw closer, right? This is how we connect to them. Now, through practice, you'll be able to understand the thoughts, but I mean, it'd take a lot of practice and a lot of dedication, and some people haven't got that. So, but if you've got it, then just keep reaching out and saying, "Dad or Mum or Grandfather or sister, whoever you want to connect to, please come through." And the more you keep doing it, the more they'll come through, and the more you'll get things like things moving. You'll get like someone said on their feathers. You'll get all sorts of stuff. All right, that's how you get that. Um, Okay, my next question. Is my niece who is around me all the time? Is it my niece who is around me all the time? Geraldine Owen. Is it my niece that's around me all the time? Let's bring you up on here, eh? Is it my niece that's around me all the time? Geraldine Owens. Let me channel for you quickly, yeah? Is it my niece who's around me all the time? Yes, there is a young female. There's a young female, but there's also a young male that's around you too. I don't know where the young male comes from, but I'm aware there would be a young male that would be with her too. Okay, I'm aware of that. And just a quick one: September September the 1st is significant to you guys, okay? If it's not the 1st, then the 1st would be separate, but September and the 1st would be significant. I'm going to leave that with you because I'm not really doing readings. But I am aware there is a young female around you, and a young female, and I'm aware of a younger goddess with you too, okay? Thank you so much. Shed lots to the groups. Lewis Druce, how you doing, mate? You all right? I get little Robin. Yeah, little Robin, mate. They're always, if you get a little Robin that floats around you and he comes close, that's that. Oh, where is he gone? Where is he gone? Where is he gone? I just got a message from him there. Lewis Druce. I get little Robin. You get a little Robin floating around you. That's the older gentleman that's around you. All right, and that's on your dad's side of the family, Lewis Druce. That's your dad's side of the family. He would have worn one of them old boy hats. All right, he's around you, and he would have had some issues with his back and something to do with one of his legs, right? Because I can see him walking with a bit of a cane or something. Yeah, I don't know whether he always had that, but I am aware this guy was a bit of a cheeky trap, Lewis Druce. He comes forward for you. All right, that's the Robin for you. That's for sure. The older fella on your dad's side. So it's either father or grandfather. I do feel like it would be grandfather though. All right. Tina Highland, nice to see you on here. Wendy Short, nice to see you on here. I've had visits where the spirit give me signs and feelings which are similar how I'm feeling. Difference between your own thoughts and feelings. Okay, let's quickly go here. Does anyone have spirit guides? And if so, how many do you know who it is? How do you know who it is? How do you channel them? Okay, Donna, say, right? You know I'll call you Donna, only joking. Does everyone have spirit guides? And if so, yeah, everybody has them. Everybody has spirit guides. How do we know who they are? You just got to channel what you've got to try and learn to channel and find out who they are. If not, go to a medium and ask the medium, right? If you're not prepared to put your time and effort into finding out who they are, okay? But you would realistically put your attention, your intention to them and keep asking, can you give me names? Can you give me names? And if names start popping up in your mind, then write them down. Write a name down. Can you give me a name, please? Okay, I've got the name there. Don't doubt that name because it come through your thoughts. Just write it down. Just write it down, yeah? I had a Robin sit next to me twice in the last few months that my partner passed. I like to think it's a sign from him. As he passed suddenly and unexpectedly. I'd like to think it would pass suddenly and unexpectedly without us getting the chance to say goodbye. Shelley, is it you that has the 3 children with him? Okay, I'm aware there would be 3 children. All right. I'm aware if this is your partner, I'm aware there would have been some issues with his heart. Okay, I hear yes. There would have been some issues with this guy's heart, for sure. And I feel like there was some long distance, right? There was some long distance, no children. All right, well, he must have been one of 3 then. Okay, Shelley, Cheeseman, he must have been one of 3, or you're one of 3. He is one of 3, of course. And you would understand about the long distance. Was somebody on holiday, or was there a long distance between somebody like you and him, or where there was like, was he working away, or do you understand that? Anyway, there is yeah, I'm not really picking up whether that's the Robin for you. I'm not going to say yes or no to that. Okay, but I am aware there is a gentleman. He was in hospital, couldn't see him due to lockdown. That's the distance then, right? Okay, that's the distance he's talking about. Yes, it would be him then. Okay, that's the distance he's talking about. I felt like there was some kind of distance. When I close my eyes, oh, I didn't see the last message. Do you see people and know they're going to die soon? No. Elaine Simpson, no, I do not see that. My guides would not allow me, Elaine Simpson, to know whether somebody's going to pass or not. I'm not playing God. I just, no, I would never get that. I've never got that feeling like, oh my God, unless somebody's really poorly, like an older person, like, and they're on their way out anyway. Might get a sense, oh my God, I feel like they might pass tomorrow. Like, I get that, but not just somebody that's just living and I go, oh, I think they're going to die tomorrow. I'll get that feeling. No, that's not for me. Do you think my boy is with me at all times? Shirley Ricks, 1,000,000% he will be. 1,000,000% he will be. For sure. For sure, Shirley Ricks. Would you understand, Shirley Ricks, the car accident? Would you understand about the car accident, Shirley Ricks? Guys, thanks for all coming along. My mum has passed. What does she think of my spiritual journey? Yeah, I did see you on here, Andrew McGowan. I did see you on here. Maybe we should have a chat. My mum has passed. For one, you shouldn't have told me your mum has passed. I don't need who. Yes, you understand the Shirley Ricks. You understand the car accident, yeah? Because they reference into the car accident, all right? But I'm not going into all the readings tonight. But when I read your name, I just heard the car accident, all right? So, and I am aware your son there was a terrible time for your son, right? There was a lot of tears shed, all right? I'm hearing that, Shirley Ricks. My daughter, Mariah, crashed the car I gave her. Her dad owned gin, tiny part. Okay. Guys, listen. I don't know why. I feel absolutely drained. Right? I do. I love chatting with you guys. If anybody would like a private reading, by the way, if anybody would like a private reading, go to Michael the Medium and we'll have a chat there. If you haven't already liked and shared my page, follow my page, go over there and like and follow it. All right. Listen, much love to you all. Yeah. God bless you all. Thank you. We'll be doing this more often. Yeah. We're going to have it. All right. I'll be live in the next couple of days, probably Sunday or something. We're going to do some face-to-face readings again. Yeah. All right. We'll do face-to-face readings. I love all that. All right. God bless you all.